and it's a staggering statistics, but 1 in 4 men in this country has a criminal record. It's everything from shoplifting and driving offences to more serious crimes. Chief Executive of Unlock, the National Association of Reformed Offenders, is Bobby Cummines, and joins us on the line this morning. Do you agree with NACRO's findings?
Absolutely, John, absolutely. And it goes further than that. It's not just about employment. There's a lot of things that ex-offenders and their families are barred from. For instance, if you've got no criminal record at all and you've got someone living in your house who's got a minor offence such as shoplifting or antisocial behaviour, your home content and house insurance is void, which means your mortgage is at risk even though you have not committed a crime. That's the sort of prejudice that our people are coming up against. We've had cases where people have been in a job for 10 years, reliable workers, they've done a bit of silliness, smoked a bit of cannabis when they was a student, that's come back to haunt them, and what's happened is when we're doing in a time of cutbacks, when people want to make people redundant, it's a nice way to get rid of the ex-offender, because what they say is, oh, you've got a criminal record, so they don't have to pay redundancy.
Can employers legally reject a job application based on a criminal record if it's not relevant to the work that that person's going to be doing?
Yes, they can, because reformed offenders are not protected by the anti-discrimination laws. I mean, if you refuse someone a job because of their colour, their sexual orientation or their ability, if they were disabled, if you've done that, then they could take you to tribunal for discrimination. But under the Discrimination Act, ex-offenders are not included in that, and they're the most excluded and most penalised out of the lot.
So, ex-offenders, are they put off from applying for jobs because of the background checks that are going to be done?
Well, the thing is, and this is it, the CRB are actually not running it properly. There are employers that are making illegal CRB checks, not relevant to the job, and barring people on that when the little things come up. But the worst thing about this is you've got people that really want the job. They write in, and they're being honest, because we always tell them, declare your criminal past. They declare their criminal past, and then we get them come back and say, I've made 30 job applications, I can't get a job, they're knocking me back. And so you've got the drug dealer on the corner says, come and work for me and you can earn £400 in a weekend. What are you going to do? Stay on the dole and be prejudiced against and know you're not going to get employment, you've got wife and children, or you're going to go out and commit further crime. So by the very way they're doing it, they're inciting people to commit crime.
Do you have a criminal record?
I do. I served 13 years out of 20 for bank robberies, and that was some 20, 30 years ago. And now I advise your government. I'm a fellow of the Royal Society. I advised Tony Blair when he was in power. I sat on your Home Affairs Select Committee as a specialist advisor, and I was even advising judges in the Zaid Mubarak murder inquiry where the young Indian kid was killed by a racist in prison. So I'm giving proof that you can turn your life around. But even to this day, under the legislation, I can never be rehabilitated. So it makes a mockery of it there and then, doesn't it?
Was it a struggle for you to get to the position where you are now? Was it a long, slow haul?
It was an absolute nightmare. I applied for loads of jobs, couldn't get them. I had a young child at the time. I packed shells in Tesco's of the night time. I took very menial jobs to begin with, well below what I was capable of, because I was doing a university degree as well as working. I had 3 jobs, menial jobs on the go to make the wages up, and I just kept at it. But, with someone, and I was lucky, I had a lot of support around me. I had family support, I had, I worked as a volunteer for probation, and people saw I had an education, I was trying it. And what turned me around was the compassion of the people around me and the belief in me. And those good people were the ones that helped me get through it.